it's you or it's me. Yeah, you right, man. Making money is me, man. Nah, I'm just fucking with you, A, man. Yes, I probably have a whole chain of cleaners in a hot minute anyway. You know? Fuck around, be the George Jefferson of the ghetto, B.
For it all to be said, there's a price on our heads. Are you living for life or are you living for dead? Because when you trusting in this system, yo, you better off dead. Seeking some wisdom, yo, you better off dead. Because I was once in your shoes. I was feeling confused. It didn't make no sense. Now it all makes sense. See, this clarity is clear when you talking past tense. Made you get it crystal clear if you invade your assets. I'm on a different level here. I'm talking mental fast track. This the test, pre-militant, but not the ass fab. I'm old school. I don't need Thursday for a throwback. My pin game is classic, terrific, fantastic. I'm about to cause havoc, keep a distraction. Spitting heat over this mic, that's a natural reaction. I've had it for a lifetime, murdered it through the pipeline. Been away from the ski, but that'll always be home. I'm about to take a leap though, I'm soaring from the free throw. Everything dropping lethal, records are magnifico. I'm a legend where I'm from, my shit is mythical. Force centrifugal, status will get electrical. With a lifetime for this very moment in life, I tiger my stripes, devoured every mic in my sights. Flying to Africa, such a long flight. I was planning for this moment, now it's right in my sights. In other words, I think the timing is right. 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 I'm about to take it, will never relinquish. From this path to this mic, I'm a genius. Don't ever distinguish. Comparing me is like Latin to English. A field mice to a predator species. I hang like a TV with sights of Tahiti. I spread my thoughts like graffiti in the form of Tahuti. They can't stop me, so they gotta recruit me. I black out with visuals like a movie. So vividly, with creativity, through auxiliary chords. I pulsate through your speakers, absorb my techniques like a freakazoid. An in-range lunatic on roids. I just fill in the void. All you rapping this noise, I did it my way, continuously, ridiculously. With a lifetime for this very moment in life, I tiger my stripes, devoured every mic in my sights. Flying to Africa, such a long flight. I was planning for this moment, now it's right in my sights. In other words, I think the timing is right. 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 Illumination over purification. Your time passage when you caught in creation. You gotta take it. Illumination over purification. To write the passage when you nobody gonna give it to you. The knowledge is key. I'm tiger my stripes. You gotta take it. Flying to Africa, such a long flight. Do what you gotta do. In other words, I think my timing is
10
right.
years, man, you gonna have action Benzes? 10 years.
Category other.
I think more like 10 days, man. 10 days. 10 days.
How everybody feeling tonight? It's the Proof and the Pudding podcast show. That was the homie pen game classic. The timing is right. Yo, tonight is the night. Without any further ado, I'm super excited about our next guest, yo. She does a lot for the industry. She wears a lot of hats, yo. There's a lot to get into, but we got time tonight. So, yo, salute. Without any further ado, let's bring her to the stage. We got Samantha Leavell in the building, y'all.
Hey, how are you doing, Sion?
Yo, I'm doing good. Yo, it's such a pleasure to have you on the show. How was your day? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm just feeling so blessed. It was a really good day. A lot of good things went down today. And, I'm just feeling extra blessed to be on your platform. I appreciate it.
Oh, yo, it's the pleasure is mine. Definitely having you here. You do a lot for the industry. You do a lot for artists. I want to get into all that. But let's first tell the people where you're originally from.
So I'm originally from Junction City, Kansas, AKA Junktown, dead center in the, middle smack dab of the U.S.
Wow, that's dope right there. So growing up in Junction City, when did you first fall in love with music?
Oh, I mean, as a very young child, I was raised by a single mother, so she took me everywhere. I mean, the juke joints, the basement parties, everywhere. So I remember being as young as 3, listening to some, music. So I've always have just had a love of music, from there, from then on. It's just been
Right.
going on. So yeah, so I was a
Yeah.
little girl.
All right. So you started out as a little girl. That's in the golden era of music. And then
Hmm.
you got into writing, didn't you?
Yes, I did. So when I got into middle school, like the teacher was kind of always commenting about my writing when we'd have to do like assignments in English class. She's like, "Wow, you can really write." She said, "Well, when you transition into the high school, you have to go into all the honors English classes." So
Wow.
I did that in high school, did the honors English, and then I got into school newspaper. And because I love music, I actually would start writing music reviews all the way back in high school. I'd go and get the latest CDs from, we had a spot called the Sound Aquarium, a record store every week. And I started writing reviews from there.
Wow. So it's always been in you. You're still writing reviews years later. Did you know then that that was something that you would always want to do?
I had no idea. I mean, I always had been interested in journalism, but just how, life goes. I wasn't really able to go to college or anything like that. And then life just kind of, things in life just happen. So I had no idea, what was going to transpire, but I always still kept that love of music in me and kind of that writing inside of me.
Yeah, that's a powerful thing right there. So the writing was always there. So let's talk about now. You're doing a lot of things. And we're gonna go back
Yes.
and forth throughout the show. We're gonna go back and forth because it all plays back. It's like it's all reliving itself, but this time around is even more powerful than the first time around. So speaking of Junction City, Kansas, let's talk about the show because y'all doing a show up there back in your hometown.
Yes, we're doing a show. Matter of fact, on July the 3rd, I'm going to be working the red carpet, and you have Pen Game Classic. You got Hash, you got Laverne Sarvis, you've got a Case Bookie, CJ Coma, you got Jay Miz, and you got Drew Yates. So it's 7 artists and myself. Yeah, we're kind of doing a show right near our hometown. It's going to be in Manhattan, Kansas, and we're just bringing everybody together. We're really excited. We got the venue down. Tickets are being sold, so we're really excited.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited about it too. I see everybody working. So okay, now you're in Junction City. You get into writing. You're on the school paper. What was the music scene like when high school? Like when you were doing the paper? What was out right then? What was y'all vibing to in
Oh
Missouri?
well, yeah, well, of course, back in there, I'll give my age. I'm 39, so we were rocking with the Nas, the Jay-Z's. We had some Master P going on back then. The Hot
Wow.
Boys, Cisco, the thong song.
Right.
All that was kind of what was kind of going on around the time when I was going to high school.
Okay. So now you getting the CDs, you writing them in the paper. Let's fast forward to the
Okay.
epiphany. Let's talk about what happened, what transpired, and how did you get back into? Because you had stopped for a while.
Oh, I had stopped for many, many years, being, I'd been married, I'd been divorced, I had my 2 daughters, just working, just kind of living life. So really the epiphany kind of hit last year in 2020. As you
Right.
know, we had a ridiculous year last year with the pandemic. A lot of things going on, with our people, racial injustice. So a lot of us were just kind of at like a down moment. A lot of artists I knew, they were kind of going through it too. They couldn't do any shows, things were shut down and things like that. So around October, about a month before my birthday, just something just kind of hit me. It was kind of like a pulling feeling, like, Samantha, you
Right.
need to do something, like just write. Do something with the music. And then I didn't really think too much about it. I'm like, okay, what is this? What's up, Damon Cool Rock Rimley? That's Cool Rock Ski, the Fat Boys right there, legend.
Salute. You say
He
right.
can't see or hear anything though, but
Wow.
but that's a legend right there. But so getting back to the epiphany, so I had the epiphany in October. I was thinking, I'm about to be 39 years old. Time to make some changes because I was going through some things too. The pandemic kind of hit me hard too.
Right.
So fast forward to November Pen Game Classic, who I've known since high school, he reached out to me. He said, well, Samantha, my album is about to come out, Graffiti Rap. Can you write a review on it? So at first he wanted me to do one of those reviews on like Apple Music. So I did that. He liked what I wrote about that. He said, can you give me a full review? I was like, dope, I'll do a full review. So I wrote that. He was so impressed. He said, Sam, you got to be part of my team, man. We got to, push this album, Graffiti Rap. So I posted the review. And then I started doing motivational videos for people too, just to kind of tell them to tap into their talents. And then I had a UK artist, Lady Polizzi, her manager reached out to me and asked me to write her review. And then from then it just has kept going on and on.
Right. Wow. So now Pen Game Classic, you known him for a while. That was Tom and his right in the beginning. Salute the Pen Game. That's my brother. So let's talk about it. So y'all from the same neighborhood. The same area, so to say. Okay, so he reaches out and says, yo, I know you right. So I want you to do a review for me. You do the review. When you did the review, did you expect this to kind of happen? Or you just was like, yo, I'm gonna write a review? Or was it like, yo, this is what I supposed to be doing at that moment when you wrote that review?
I had no idea what it was going to turn into. I was thinking, okay, I'm going to write the review, which I really put my heart into it. The thing about my reviews, it's not going to be a review that you're going to see in like a magazine. I actually tap into the artist's vibe and their music. I really break everything down. So I wrote that and he's like, well, we're going to push this album. I'm like, okay. So I noticed we started to push it and promote it and streams started going up on it. And then it just exploded. We still sit back now 6 months later wondering like, what the hell? It's such a, an amazing thing. And then, more and more people were reaching out and I started writing more and more.
Wow. So now you're writing more reviews and you're meeting more artists. Okay. So what were some of the second and third reviews you wrote? And do you remember those artists?
Oh, yeah. So we have, like I was saying, Lady Polizzi from the UK, OG Tech, the Don, shout out to OG Tech. That's, another hometown fam right there. Hash got bars, wrote his review. Joshua Cruz. I mean, it just, the list goes on. Doom the Wiz. I mean, so many.
And the thing about it is you have an ear for music, and a lot of the music and the people that I hear you play, they have good music. So like, let me ask you, when you're listening to the artists, you tap in, I know this, but I want the people that don't know, what is your process when you're writing the review? When you say tap in, what are you doing?
Well, usually it's more so late at night. I have my little kind of thinking love seat in my room, and then I just start kind of listening to the music, and I'm thinking about like, what is this artist feeling? So it's almost like I try to tap into the artist's personality, almost try to become them while I'm listening to the music. And that tap in is deep, man, because I've shed some tears on some of these. Like Joshua Cruz, he had me crying through that whole EP. It was that deep.
Powerful. Yeah, it was deep. Yeah, Joshua Cruz definitely deep right there.
Yes.
Wow. So now you tap in, you write in the reviews. What happens next?
So I'm tapping in, I'm writing the reviews, I'm doing the motivational videos, and there's more and more people are asking, for reviews. And then December hits, and I was thinking, well, I have a Twitter account, which I really wasn't using too much, but something said just start kind of going into it more. So then I get a message from City to Great. He happens to be an artist under special ed, and he's like, I like what you're doing. I'm seeing what you're doing. We'd like for you to join our team, Certified Nation Entertainment. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, let's have a conference call. You, me, and It's Only Right, which is the president of the company. I'm like, okay. So a couple of days later, we set that up. At first, I wasn't thinking anything of it. I was like, okay, but I'm thinking we're going to have a little 15-minute conversation. Conversation was almost over an hour long. We just vibed out. Next day, they sent me the paperwork. And at the time, they had made me a chief VP of public relations at the time. So I started, work under that, because they're like, basically what you're doing is work as a publicist. So I became, a publicist and a writer is that under that. Yeah. So it's been exciting.
Yeah, I feel you on that. So now you go from writing reviews to being a publicist for Certified Nation Entertainment.
Entertainment.
Right. Okay. So now you go from just writing reviews to a publicist. How does that feel? And then what is going through your mind at this moment?
I was just like, wow, this is amazing. I was humbled because like I said, I had no expectations. I didn't do this to clout chase. I really wanted to do all of this just to help people, so
Right.
it just expanded. And then people started asking me, well, why don't you interview artists? I'm like, I was kind of laughing it off like, yeah, you kidding me, right? I said, no
Right.
one's going to want to sit down and have an interview with me. They're like, really, you should. So Scarfo Live reached out to me, interviewed me in December. Shout out to Scarfo. I don't know if he's watching, but shout out.
Scarfo, definitely.
Yeah, he interviewed me, and I guess he was so impressed by all my publicist's work and all the artists and things that I know, and he asked me to start co-hosting like his show with him. So I started co-hosting that, bringing on more independent artists because I figured, I'm just going to be myself. Bring them on. It's just another great way for them to shine because that was important to me to get these independent artists out there.
Right.
We were doing that for a while. And then Certified Nation's like, Samantha, you need to have your own show. Why don't we do our own podcast? Hey, what's up, Ron? That's City the Great right there. Much love.
Great. Right.
Yeah, so we came up with the name Let's Get Activated, like from It's Only Right. So we did that, and we started that February 4th, and Let's Get Activated has taken off. It's gotten to the point where people are requesting to be put on. Right. People are tapping in. I'm beyond humble because it's like a comfort thing. I try to make the artist comfortable. We're just going to talk and vibe out. So it's incredible. And now I'm a brand ambassador, supporting brands, Pray, Hustle, Shine. Shout out Tyson Cruz. It's
right.
It's never a dull moment. Like I really do not get much sleep at all.
Wow.
Not
and
at
everything
all.
is just taking off. It's like overnight.
Yes.
So like how do you balance all these hats? And then you're still a mom. You still have a life. How do you balance everything?
I ask myself how I do it because, I'm a single mother. Right. I have two daughters, two queens, an 18-year-old and a 9-year-old. Blessings to my 18-year-old because she's been very helpful, right. In helping out with the little girl. And, they've been kind of understanding of what I'm doing. I'm also working a day job still right now, 40 hours a week. It's I don't know how I do it, to be honest. I just do it. I'm just great at multitasking. Like I said, it's a lot of, sleepless nights, just kind of doing everything, especially now, like Certified recently made me a chief brand officer for the company. So I'm just beyond humble. But the thing is, it doesn't stress me out because I'm actually doing something that I love. I really do love it. Yeah, and I met great people like you. We linked up through the clubhouse, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, it's been a wild journey, but a good wild journey. And the thing is, when I say wow, it's like a WOW wow, not wild, a wild journey, because it's like it's happening so fast and so many talented people coming together. How does that feel? And tell me, did you know that this would happen, or was it just something like, yo, I'm just going to start doing it, or how did that come about?
Man, I was just like, I'm just going to wing it. I said, I'm just being myself. I have no training in doing any talk shows. I'm literally being myself, like 100%. Like, this is what you see, what you get. People that know me personally, they know this is Samantha, that this is all you're getting. But it's a good feeling. There have been times I have shed tears because I'm seeing what I wanted to see. I'm seeing a lot of artists now coming together, supporting each other on this independent artist movement. I mean, it's just growing, and just the love and the positivity, because that's what, we're trying to spread, love and positivity, getting everybody together. It means a whole lot to me to see this going down.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and it's all good connections because like you never know who that person knows, who that person knows. It's even like with the Proof right here. I never would have got the Proof if it wasn't for you. You know what I'm saying? And then but yeah, you and Hash, and then Scarfo from bringing me up there, and it comes together. So it's like salute to Scarfo, salute to you, salute to Hash, because it's like just that inspiration you never know what else can happen from that. And I see artists collabing. I see genuine support. I see genuine love. And even from that now, with Clubhouse, speaking of Clubhouse, you have Radio Clubhouse.
Yes. So yeah, Radio Clubhouse. I mean, I definitely did not start that up. Dante Hawkins, he's a great artist who we've interviewed a couple of weeks back. He actually started Radio Clubhouse. What he does, he unselfishly, plays a lot of artist music. Independent artists, he brings them on, we'll be in the room. So I started kind of going in there and he saw what I do. So there are times he'll make me a moderator and stuff too. So we just kind of tap into all of these great artists as well. I've linked up with a few of them on the IG and even on the Facebook. So it's nice to kind of get with people who are on that same kind of mindset.
Yeah, that's dope right there. Yo, speaking of Certified Nation, City the Great just dropped a freestyle, right?
Yes, he did. Oh my God. That man, just fire constantly. There's never, nothing bad that comes out of that man's mouth.
Yeah, that's dope right there, yo. So while we're speaking of Certified Nation, you want to jump to that video right quick?
Sure, yeah, let's jump to it. City of Great.
All right, yo, go ahead and introduce it while I'm pulling it up. You can go ahead and intro.
Okay, so I want to introduce, City the Great. He is the founder and CEO of Certified Nation Entertainment. He is an artist under, the legendary Special Ed, and I'm doing some management for City the Great as well. So yeah, run that. He's extremely dope.
All right, let's get it.
All right.
Yeah. It gets cold in the summer, shit gets hot in the winter. Shells will pop, body drop, but won't fall to December. See who rep the hardest. On guard, I got like several targets. Put my life behind bars, like several charges. Can't beat them, can't join them, he ain't accepting partners. She pop shit on the dick until she met the largest. I ain't gotta brag, I let my work speak. Get rich or die trying, that's word to me. How you let him play the king he don't deserve to be? Ask Buck 3000 how I murder Inc. Ironically, 9/11 means emergency. Hater better fix your face like surgery. I had to grind for mine, wasn't shit given. I was on the corner while Jay was big pimping. Big flipping before was big snitching. Your boy got a flow, but mine's hit different. Catch your body on wax and leave my pen dripping. If I'ma make a movie, you gon' play victim. Shootouts on corners, bring trays with them. Homie, that's my dog, don't play with him. Had to talk to my son, had to pray with him. When dreams become reality, that's Thanksgiving. I gave y'all food for thought, but no Thanksgiving. Ain't talking cross-dressing when he play women. Collected lots of blood money, had stains in it. Hit a shot, Kaepernick before the game ended. Got gun bars, watch where you aim in it. Life's a bitch and ass naked, I came in it. Alone, I'ma go out like I came in it. You ain't got no flow, copy paste in it.
One thing about City the Great, one thing about City the Great is everything that you let me hear, he's always been solid every time.
Yeah, I was excited because we were talking, he's doing a bunch of freestyles right now. And so we were talking about different, melodies from the freestyle too. So he said he's going to do that Cold Summer. I said, yes, you got to do that Cold Summer because that's like one of the greatest, songs that came out last year, as far as I'm concerned. And that beat, man, hits heavy. He murdered it to me, murdered it.
Yeah, he definitely murdered it, yo. So I'm excited for what Certified Nation is doing. There's a lot of y'all at Certified.
Oh my gosh, it's about maybe 12 of us now.
Right. So yo, let's break it down for the people that may not be familiar that's on the stream that's watching. Let them know about Certified Nation and some of the artists that's on Certified and what they can expect from Certified Nation Entertainment.
Okay, so what Certified Nation Entertainment does, we do everything. We do publicist work, we do marketing work, we do recording, we do mixing, we do mastering, we do consultations for artists. You know, you have me, you got City to Great, you have It's Only Right, who's the president. You've got Bash, who's over in Dubai right now. He does amazing beats. You got Pen Game Classic, who we recently put on. He's doing A&R work for Certified. You got the Lion Palm Twins. You know, they're two amazing, you know, Jamaican twins, chop, you know, with that jerk chicken and sauce.
Right.
They also do beats. You got Bishop Burns, you know, incredible beat maker as well. You've got James, you know, he's an incredible rap artist under Certified. You got J. Rod Sterling, he's a singer and rapper on there. I mean, you just have a bunch of us. You got Defiant, a female rapper on there. Yeah, you have so many of us, man. It's just and I feel like we just keep growing for sure.
And that's a powerful thing. It's everybody working together.
Yes.
One movement, one team. So when you say all those names and y'all all over, y'all from different areas or y'all all in the same place?
We're most of them are over on the East Coast. So you have a lot of them over in New York and Jersey and PA. You've got Bash right now. He's in Dubai, but he's about to come to the States. Right now, I'm in Seattle, but I'm actually intending on moving back to the East Coast as well, so I can be closer to my team. So we definitely constantly keep in contact with each other every day just to see how everybody's doing, and we just always show each other love. It's a team that you would never have known before. Like, I'm one of the very few women on the team. I mean, you have me, you have Bella on the team who does things with the clothing and things like that. You've got Defiant, and these men are nothing but respectful to us. You know, they treat us like queens, and then just to have been able to move up in position and get that respect from these kings, you know, it really feels good. It's a dope team to be in. I'm beyond humbled.
Nah, I definitely can understand. And like you said, you have a lot of, not only a dope team, you got a lot of talent around you.
Yes.
So, let's talk about the music. So now the music is done, and I'm pretty sure with all these artists, y'all hear the music first. So tell me what's that like? Okay, you already was doing the reviews, you did the journalism. Now you're getting the inside track to 12 artists. Tell me what them emails be like.
Man, the emails be crazy because it's not even just Certified. It's many other artists. They have actually, you know, they will email me their music ahead of time, like before it comes out. And then and some of their videos too. So I'll see all that stuff ahead of time, which is very humbling that they would even ask my opinion on it and share that work with me. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's like that great inside scoop, you know, that not everybody gets, but, you know, I'm just very appreciative of it.
Yeah, that's a good thing right there. So let me ask you a quick question. What's 3 of your most wild moments where it kind of like overtook you? Like you couldn't believe it. 3 moments since the journey started where it's like, wow, like I can't even believe you can believe it, but it's like, it's overwhelming almost.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like, well, one moment when City to Great was like, well, me and Special Ed had a conversation, and we'd like you to be, you know, do some management for me, which I was taken aback. Then I was like, wow, because mad salute to Special Ed, man. Like that's a legend. He's watching us. You know, he doesn't say a lot. He's a man of few words, but he's actually sitting back in the sidelines watching us. So that was a really wow moment for me. Another wow moment was with Pen Game Classics album. Like, we did all this organically. There was no paying to get, you know, people to play or purchase. You know, his streams have just been, you know, constantly going up. Purchasing of the album is going up just for us being organic, doing all of this online, you know, sharing the work with people. What's up? It's Only Right.
Look, bro.
How to give him a shout out. And then another powerful, overwhelming movement is just seeing all of you guys coming together, seeing all of you brothers coming together, because, you know, it's hard sometimes with our people, you know, sometimes, you know, there's that competition, but we've all have had dope conversations together. And when you guys are kind of, talking about, linking up, working together, and then I'm kind of seeing the videos and stuff, it's amazing. I'm like, wow, I almost feel like a beacon, but it feels so good.
That's that's the thing, because you play a major role in it. It's like you almost like one of the pillars. Did you realize that you were starting a movement when you first started, even with the Club Sam? We'll get into that with the, supporting and the videos and stuff like that. Did you realize when you first started doing that? Because at first it was just genuine, I'm just showing love. But once it started taking off, did you realize that you were actually starting a movement?
I had no idea. I mean, that was the goal, to bring people together, but I had no idea of the support and then the people who were going to tap into it. And I'm beyond honored and humbled. I'm like, wow. I mean, there's even now legends in the game who are watching, and supporting this movement. I'm like, wow.
Right.
I really just sit back, sometimes I have to sit back and just think a moment, like, wow, because like I said, this has only been going on since November. We're only in March. And I'm literally just being being myself. I just have all these ideas in my head. I said, okay, we're going to promote doing this. We're going to promote doing that. It's my God, even when you wrote a review about me, I was like, yo, I write the reviews. I had no idea, but it was such a dope review, Sion.
Well, I appreciate it.
Dope.
And it's very rare that you meet people that wear so many hats, especially females in this game. And you do so many different things. It's like when I first met you and we begin to talk, it's like, yo, you kind of like, I told you in the beginning, like, yo, she kind of does what I do, but you're kind of further along. So it's like kind of like looking up to you in that sense of the journalism and things like that, publicist work. And then from there, who would ever known that it would grow into this, where it's like a family now, it's like a whole movement. When I wrote the interview, I never expected that. I never even knew all the things that you did. I just seen, okay, this is a woman on her grind. I salute that. You know what I mean? But it's like, yo, not knowing, yo, you got a whole village behind you.
I know. I sit back and laugh like, wow, I still sometimes sit back. It's almost an outer body experience. Like, wow, like mad people are really watching and loving this. I'm humbled that people, love me for being me. And, it's just all genuine love, giving back. I just want to keep this movement going. My whole goal is get rid of the middleman, have us all just be together, pushing this amazing music, because you guys are working hard and y'all have been on that grind. So it's about that time. It's 2021. Right. We got to do it. So if I got to have some sleepless nights to push it and keep it going, I will.
I definitely understand that. And we can't stop now. We all done came too far to turn back. So now you got artists, they're supporting each other. They're doing collabs and stuff like that. The vision is coming to pass. Now let's talk about Get Activated. Because the Get Activated, that's a Certified Nation podcast. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the vision of the show and some of your best moments on the podcast.
Okay, so the vision of the show came up, I guess, from what I've been doing, because people were liking what I was doing on Scarfo. And so Certified Nation, they kind of had a talk. They said, well, your energy kind of matches with It's Only Right's energy, who has kind of his own podcast that he does too. So he said it would really be dope. You be the host, you put him on as your co-host, and you guys, just start doing the show then. I was like, okay, cool, great, dope. Let's do that, because I look at it, it's another way to get more artists on, which it kind of slowed me down from being able to write as much. But I look at it as like, hey, I'm now getting them broadcasted, getting their music out there for people to see. Right. So some amazing moments that we've had. I mean, we had Agala Don Bishop asked to be on the show. He came on the show. So I'm like, wow, I'm up here having a legend in the game itself, just kind of, tapping into the show, enjoying the show. I'm liking to see the viewership is going up. More people are asking about it. I'm like, damn, I might have to add an extra day to this show.
I feel you on that, yeah.
And we're about to have, Cool Rock Ski of the Fat Boys on the show on Thursday, because he actually supports the independent artist movement. He's actually has tapped into some of y'all as well. So that's humbling too. Like,
Right.
We got people in the industry really watching, because this is a big movement. This is only the beginning, We're just trying to take it up and beyond, because all of you guys deserve it so much, because you guys just make all of these gems. Like, y'all stuff is better than the stuff that's on the radio, because you can actually be yourself, tap into your own creativity without having somebody tell you what to do. So that's what I love and respect about it too.
Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. Like you said, the legends in the game, they're still legends, and it's like that humbling feeling. It's like, yo, because we grew up to this, some of these people. And it's like for them to still be around and still be creating and still doing things, like even Aguilar, I remember listening to him years ago.
Mm-hmm.
These are people. So now that is like for them to say, yo, I like what you're doing, and it's one mind. One is like one mind, and they're supporting. How does that feel to you?
Man, it feels damn good. It's like, wow, they're really, seeing all of your work. Because I look at it, well, wow, they're tapping in too. So it's a damn good feeling. And then all the artists that come on, it's humbling to me. It's an honor, even when, you came on, I got to give you a shout out, because when you came on, when my co-host couldn't do it one day, and you came on and we interviewed, Willie Flea. Yep. Shout out to Willie Flea. And then we interviewed, Trey Martin. And Trey Martin he was so down to earth. After we ended the show, he stayed on video with me for 2 hours sharing more music.
Wow.
It's just humbling. Like, wow, you actually taking the time to sit and share that music with me. Like, wow, that's beyond humbling when an artist does that, when they would share anything with me for that matter.
That's real right there. But the thing is, they see something in you that they trust you with the music.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So definitely.
Yeah.
Right. So they're looking to you. So it's like you have a good ear for music.
Mm-hmm.
How did you master that? Or like, when did you realize like, yo, I can pick some good jams? It's like, because I know you even do your playlist and stuff like that. So it's already in you. So let's talk about, where did that start? Did you used to do mixtapes when you was younger? You know how people used to listen to the radio?
Oh yeah. As a kid, I didn't grow up with any of my siblings, so a lot of times my mother was at work, I'd be, home alone. So I had BET, I had MTV, I had the radio. Yeah, I had the mixtapes I make on tape. Yes, revealing my age. Yes, we did have tapes. And you try to play it to make sure you get the whole song, and then you have to cut it off when a commercial comes on, and then you're filling it out. Like, I think we did more work back then to make the tapes. Now they got the streaming, but man, we had to work hard to make those mixtapes. So I've been doing this at a very young age, and I was buying like the Word Up magazines and everything like that too. So I was very, very tapped in, and I've always have appreciated, old school music, new school music. I just always have just had that ear. So when I catch something, I'm like, ooh, I got to share that. Ooh.
Right. Wow. So speaking of sharing, let's talk about how you started with the stories and how that took off for you.
Okay, in the crazy mind, I tell people there's a method to my madness. So I was like, I've seen people do stories, and I used to not really do much of them, but I had an idea. I was like, how about I start sharing their music on the stories, kind of break some of these algorithms, because a lot of times if you just post a video on your page, it might not get as many views because it depends on the likes and the comments. So I said, I'm just going to throw these videos in my stories, make it a long run as several video clips. And I also will tag the artists. Like 9 times out of 10, they don't even know that I do it. I like to do the element of surprise. So it's like, I'll just tag you, which I've done with you too.
Right.
Put you in the story, and I call it Club Sam. And I was really humbled. Tyson Cruz said in an interview a couple of months ago, he said, Sam, I'll be honest with you. He said, we love those stories because we tap in and see who made the cut that day.
Right. 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 Right.
Oh man.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, every day you have new music up there, new artists, and it's like I hear a lot of music my first time on your stories.
That's dope. See, that's exactly what I want, because I know the stories will get more views than the actual post. So I literally just had that idea. No one gave me the idea. I just thought about it. I said, let's just make these stories dope, and people tap into them.
Wow. So all right. So they said, yo, they look forward to it to make the cut. What are some artists' responses? You don't have to say all of them. You don't even have to say their name. What are some of the responses you get from artists when you make the tag? And they, wow, because I know what my response was the first time. So I'm just some random ones, right?
Oh yeah. Well, one actually told me that he woke up in the morning and almost shed tears. He was like, wow, for you to take the time, because he said people hadn't really done that before. So he said, for me to wake up and for you to share my song like that, he's like, that's so dope. Other artists, they'll send me the hearts, or like, wow, much love, thank you for doing it. Then I'll be shocked, because then they will share that story onto their story and give me love. I'm like, well, wow, and I wasn't even asking for that. I was just trying to get you out there. But yeah, so little things like that. And then they definitely have started tapping more in with me. And then they'll start to share more stuff with me as well. Like, hey, can you share this? Can you share that?
Right. Wow. And it's working, and it's promotion, and you're getting them to a bigger market. So it's like the thing with us in the game, we need support. So it's like one cool thing about you is like you have connections all over. Did you strategically put that together, or did it just kind of come together that way?
It all just came together that way organically. Like, it's crazy. The hometown I come from, Junction City, Kansas, a lot of us grew up doing something involving music, whether we're artists, a producer, whether we're on the radio, whether we're doing what we're doing. Shout out OG Tech. I love you, fam. So a great example of that, my longtime friend from high school, Tony Garcia, or Tone Capone, he has a radio station in Tampa. He's in Tampa, Florida, called Waves of the Bay. Right. Him and my other homeboy, Gregory Bowers, DJ Spaceship, they actually support a lot of independent artists. They've been doing it for several years now. Right. So we kind of came full circle, because I started tapping into the artists that they were sharing. So one of them being, Joshua Cruz. I kind of met Joshua Cruz through them. So I started sharing his work, DeBron Kane, Blue JD, so many people. So we're really kind of coming in full circle, because we all kind of share that same kind of love, for the music and the art, and getting those artists out there.
Yeah. And that's crazy. So y'all were all together in Junction. Did y'all used to do the same type of stuff when y'all were younger, or is it like now y'all finding out, oh, I didn't know you did that, or they were already into music back then?
Well, we used to vibe out to music all the time in high school. Like, we all had this club we would go to called Rumors. We'd all pile up, take a little 40-minute drive, so we always have music playing in the car, or we'd be at somebody's house listening to music. So had many trips with Tone Capone to Rumors. Wow. Hash has been in the game so many years. They had a group called Mike Life back in the day. My first apartment in Kansas was the hangout spot for a little bit.
Wow.
For them. So yeah, so we go way back. So it's always kind of been, something with music with us. But then as we became adults, and, and years kind of passed, we all just kind of tapped more into it.
Wow. So now it all comes back full circle. You got some people DJing, you got some doing podcasts, some artists, some CEO artists / everybody's doing everything. So now it all comes back, and now you're working together. How does that feel? How does that feel? And not only is it the original people working together, now so many other people from the outside coming in, making it, fortifying the circle even stronger. How does that feel?
It feels so good. It's like a reunion, like getting together with many people that I grew up with, us all sharing that same love and supporting each other. And then having people who we didn't grow up with, tap into us. It's like, it's a circle, like the dots keep connecting. Everybody's linking up with each other. And now it's gotten to the point, even now overseas, I have my connect, King Conscious. He's in Toronto, Canada. Right. He's now down with the movement. And so I've been helping him with some things too. So now we're even like spreading it on even to like international too. This is amazing.
Right. Yeah. And that's a powerful thing. Like you said, so he's in Canada. So now y'all even spread outside of the US. So let's talk about him for a little while, because we got one of his videos queued up too. For the people that may not know who King is, give them a breakdown and what they can expect from King.
Okay, well, we remember when we met on Clubhouse. I gotta say, some people have their opinions about Clubhouse, but it's an amazing way to connect with people. I happened to one day just peruse around in Clubhouse by myself. Normally it was me and Hash or Pen Game just perusing, but one day I just went by myself in it. I happened to go into a particular room. King was in it. Him and a few other artists and people, we all just started talking and vibing out, and he was talking about his music. So then I went to his IG and I heard the music. I was like, oh, he's dope. So I started sharing his music while we're in the room. He's like, yo, wait a minute, Samantha, stop the press. You just shared my music? I'm like, yes, I did. Wow. So we have been close ever since then. He does a mix of reggae, hip hop, and he's very a conscious like artist, like literally that's why he has his name Conscience. I call him King Conscious because I always say uphold yourself like a king. You're a king. He also has a company, Lock Solid Inc. So they're doing things to help independent artists as well, with their company. They have a lawyer, they have, publicist work and things going on too. So I just been kind of helping, a little bit there and just, supporting him as well. He's very dope, very, very dope.
Okay. So we got one of his videos queued up. I'm going to let you introduce it and then we're going to throw to it.
All right, so we have Life Turns. The dope thing about this song, it's very conscious. It actually kind of predicted some of the things that's going on right now with the pandemic. It speaks about homelessness. It speaks about a whole lot of things. So, and he's definitely, brother can spit. Brother's a deep dude. So I would definitely, check it out and enjoy.
All right. So without any further ado, we're going to throw to that. This is King Conscience, y'all. Life Turns.
Conscious. Unexpected. Infinity. Life turns. How life gonna go? Life turns. Unexpected. Life turns. Life turns unexpected. Life steering wheels is your perspective. Take a wrong turn and end up projected. Reach your objective, see signs and get interested. I'm sick and tired of these niggas getting arrested. Trying to figure out how to get injected. TB shots, poison food, jails infested. Good young niggas end up with record. Selling drugs to survive, stay connected. Shots got raided, fully projected. War on drugs, shot 6 feet resting. But no war on poverty, Mr. Politician. Can't rape the willingness to the words infected. Disease, talking to the ones that pretended. Irrelevant if you're not a part of the system. Guilty until proven innocent. Life turns unexpected. Life steering wheels is your perspective. Take a wrong turn and end up rejected. Reach your objective, see signs and get interested. Life turns unexpected. Life steering wheels is your perspective. Take a wrong turn and end up rejected. Reach your objective, see signs and get interested. I'm shining my light in darkness. Never call me heartless. I'm just trying to perfect the game and make it so flawless. Regardless, I'ma stay doing my thing on top of the game. Cause loyalty is my name. Been born royalty. Even before the fame, baby, unhook your bro. Show me love, just become my name is when still the same. Keep getting the party started whenever I walk in. There is got you going to see any block salad is an army. You talking to the sergeant. Separate niggas a line from a book margin. With the hardest, you the softest. Finish out the novice like my dog on BX. We all artists. One beat that started, we finish it the hardest. We the righteous on why y'all niggas so garbage. Put you in a garbage bag, cause I'ma make it the worst day these niggas ever had. It's a secret that I really love the Nani. Every time I hit that, it's like I hit the lottery. That she ever had, so she calls her doggy. No, I'm not a yachty, them dogs are my doggy. Hating is my pet peeve. It's kinda scary like Friday the 13th. Jason versus Freddy, my Italian mob. We chillin' eating spaghetti with my rough flanking squad. We shopping in machete. 2019 to rumble. I'm pebble in this concrete jungle, so I'm humble. Know who's listening, so I had to mumble back my foot in the game, man, so I won't stumble. Like Jack be nimble, man, I gotta be quick. If you hating on me, then you should know what I grip. I'm on a trip, I pull up, hop out the whip, and then your life turn unexpected. Quick, life turns unexpected. Life steering wheels is your perspective. Take a wrong turn and end up rejected. Reach your objective, see signs and get interested. Life turns unexpected. Life steering wheels is your perspective. Take a wrong turn and end up rejected. Reach your objective, see signs, and get interested.
Danger, kinda sorta mystical. Walking conscious, spoken like an oracle. That good to the game, kinda sorta prodigal. Left with nothing, came home with residuals. Walk on the streets if you catch it subliminal. Insane money, so it gets kinda cynical. Looking at the top of a peak of a pinnacle. Like Ninja Turtle, like it's kinda radical. After to the bank, though, boy, it's hysterical. Making part of history, swagging historical. Ask me if I'm blessed, obviously rhetorical. Rap out to someone's a probable miracle. Come and get your interview, conscious individual. Life is really wonderful, kinda like a parable. Kings of kings, so I visit like a festival. Get to being lyrical, getting money ritual.
Life turns unexpected. Lifestyle wheels is your perspective. Take a wrong turn and up projected. Reach your objective, see signs, and get interested. Life turns unexpected. Lifestyle wheels is your perspective. Take a wrong turn and up projected. Reach your objective, see signs, and get interested. Life turns unexpected. Lifestyle wheels is your perspective. Take a wrong turn and up projected. Reach your objective, see signs, and get interested. Life turns unexpected. Lifestyle wheels is your perspective. Take a wrong turn and up projected. Reach your objective, see signs, and get interested.
Yeah, that's dope right there, yo. And that's Life Turns Unexpected.
Yes. We also just started a Bridging the Gap movement too, to bring like the US and Canada, together as well on this music movement.
Wow. So, yo, let's jump into that. Let's talk a little bit about the Bridging the Gap movement, yo. It's Toronto and Canada as a whole. They get busy out there, and it's like the hip hop scene out there is thriving right now. You know what I'm saying? Not even in hip hop, but just with the clothing, the whole culture, everything. So let's talk about the Bridging the Gap movement.
Okay, so we just got more into talks about this independent movement. Shout out Hash, day one right there. Yeah, we just got more into talks about how can we spread this movement even farther, and he just felt really good that now the US was tapping in, because he wasn't getting as much support before. So he was just very humbled that someone from the US would decide to go ahead and support him. So then we said, let's do this Bridging the Gap movement. We have other artists over there, artists internationally, because he's originally from Guyana. Wow. So we said, let's bridge the gap. Let's bring us all together. It's not just a US thing. It's not just an international thing. Let's come together. There's so many, artists that really need to, be put out there. So, why not? So we're bridging the gap. It's nothing but positive vibes, trying to weed out all the negativity and just getting more and more people in on it.
Yeah, that's powerful right there. And what you're actually putting together is a pipeline, because what that means is like people from the US now can get access to Canadian fans, and people from Canada can get access to US fans. So that's dope right there. So tell me, what is the talent like from what you've been hearing from the artists in Canada? What type of vibe are they on right now?
They're on the similar vibe as people in the US. They go through, brutality and everything there too. There's a few artists who, have posted things on IG. They're going through a lot of the same stuff that we're going through. So it's like, hey, we have to get them out there. I mean, I even have people and artists in Africa now who we're tapping into. I mean, this is about to be global. That's why Certified Nation has got the globe behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are really into bringing this entirely international too.
Wow. And that's dope right there. And it's like everybody's working together. The movement is moving. So let's talk even more about Certified Nation. All right, so what projects are coming up from Certified Nation at the moment?
All right, so we have the Lion Palm Twins. Their album is about to come out in June, so a great way to start the summer, first day of the summer, that dope, reggae. Yes, we're certified, Bishop, much love. So that's going to be a dope album. These two, like, literally, they are twins. It's like their energy is combined. Like, I love both of them. I love those two men so much. They got not only that, but they got their jerk chicken and sauce, with the food. They're just doing it. City the Great, he's got his album coming out in July. So we're excited about that as well. A lot of great things are, coming into the works. Some stuff I can't fully disclose right now, but we got some good things. Pen Game Classic, he's got his album coming out soon, Mellow Aphrodite. So I
Mellow
cannot wait
Aphrodite.
for that.
Right.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that one, yo. Pen Game a good brother, yo. Definitely good brother.
Yeah. It's going to be a little bit of a different album than Graffiti Rap was. I've already heard some of the music. This is about to be dope. Let's just say it feels great being a woman right now. I'll tell you that, because that album is really going to tap into us ladies too as well.
Okay, so the summertime music. So, yo, before we get too far, the Lion Palms, I want to talk about their chemistry, their energy. What can people expect from this project from Lion Palm?
Oh my gosh, man, just nothing but some dope energy. I mean, bringing that reggae that we all love, and I can tell people love that energy, because any type of video I've shared from them, people just gravitate to. I mean, these are two good, solid dudes. It's like they really feed off of each other. Like the thing they say about twins, it's true, because whenever they're together, it's like, man, they're going back and forth. I love their vibe. It's always like positive energy coming from them. I never heard them say one negative thing. So yes, we're going to bring that dope reggae back. These brothers are dope. I love them.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing right there. So then you said we got the Mellow Aphrodite coming as well.
Yeah, we got Mellow Aphrodite coming out too. Yeah, I think Pen Game just finishing up a couple of things on that, and then that's going to come out. I've already seen that dope album cover. Woo!
That'd be a problem right there. Category other, definitely, yo, salute.
Yo, Lincoln Tunnel creators. Oh, man, wow. I have to give a big shout out to Pen Game Classic. He's known as Meeks Joel on Facebook, but he's Pen Game. But he is actually, he's the one that got me to pick up my pen again. So we're always going to be linked, in that regard, and we're just going to keep doing it. Like, we're always going to be linked together. I wanted to make sure, category other, I had to get him involved with Certified Nation. I could not have him involved with me in Certified Nation. He had to be on, with that as well. And what I'm seeing, all these comments, let me not get emotional, but I'm seeing I'm seeing all these artists showing love to each other. They're shouting out each other. This is exactly what I wanted. Part of my epiphany. I'm loving that. Brothers actually giving each other love, because that's what we need to do more of. The kings need to support each other. The queens need to support each other. Kings and queens support each other. That's what we need to be doing.
Yo, that's a fact right there, yo. So I'm excited about the Mellow Aphrodite. I'm excited just like you excited about the comments. I'm seeing people connected saying, yo, it's coming, work on the way. But yo, we're gonna keep that in the wraps. We know we get excited because it's like, okay. Right.
We know what's going down.
Right. So that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm excited about that as well. So let's talk about Samantha Leavell. What can people expect for the rest of the year? Let them know who you are, because you do a lot. We talking for a lot of people, they really don't know. Like, you're kind of like, in some forms you're the mother bear, some forms you're the queen, some forms you're the precious, some forms.
Yes.
But let the people know who's Samantha Leavell and what can they expect from you. All
right. Well, Samantha Leavell, what you see is what you get, 39 years old, mother of two, amazing queens. The beautiful thing is I have my oldest daughter, my 18-year-old, actually following into my footsteps. She's starting some promotion of artists. I'm just a woman who had an epiphany. I've always had a love of music. I've always had a love of writing, and I always wanted us to be, supporting one another. I'm a very proud Black woman, proud to be who I am. And I just wanted to bring everybody together. Things to expect from me this year. Well, as Chief Brand Officer of Certified Nation Entertainment, we're just bigging up. We're just going to keep rising to the top. We got this show coming out July the 3rd. I'm going to get back definitely into some more writing. The podcast, I definitely want to expand. And I even have my own clothing line coming out, Her Story Told. So whenever you guys see Her Story Told, It's a clothing line that we're in the works of doing. It's something that I wanted to do to inspire women, inspire women that you can be classy. You can keep your clothes on and still get a lot of love, and you can do anything that you want to do. You know, I'm a testament to that. Like I said, I had no idea any of this was going to happen, but I'm just doing what I love.
Right. Wow. And it's all coming together organically. That's the beautiful thing. It's nothing forced. Like you said, it ain't, just work with me because of this, that, and it's genuine love and genuine support. So that's a beautiful thing. Let's break down the Her Story Told just a little bit more, because I know it's to empower women. Where did you come up with that whole concept of Her Story being told?
Oh, well, because I feel like everybody has a story. You know, there's things that I've gone through, you know, in my life, you know, to almost being, you know, I'm not afraid to say it, almost being, you know, murdered at age 5, you know, with a gun, and just, I saw a lot growing up, but I didn't let that negativity get to me, you know, and then I became an adult. Had 2 beautiful daughters, so I always had just wanted to be a role model for them. You know, they actually were, you know, they saved my life. Them and music, they saved my life. They kept me going. They kept me motivated through, you know, all the, you know, hard times, you know, because life hasn't always been the greatest, but I was able to overcome a lot of things and just be who I am today. And Her Story Told, we were kind of having a conversation, a Zoom meeting, Certified Nation, and It's Only Right. He already had his clothing line. And I was thinking, well, you know, I'd love to support it, but I'm a tall woman, but I'm slim. I can't wear no 2X's. Like, what am I going to do with this? And so they're like, well, you know, we were trying to come up with, maybe a woman's line or whatever. So I kind of sat back and I was like, okay, a woman's line. I said, how about Her Story Told? And they were just paused. It was like quiet for a minute. They're like, yo, you just like came up with something. So ever since then, yeah, we've been rocking it out. Thank you so much, Bishop. See, that's what I'm saying. He said, that's the first lady right there. They always show me mad respect, man. I love them so much. That's my brothers right there for sure.
Yo, that's dope right there. Yeah. So tell me more about, so it's the team. You got you and the other few ladies on Certified Nation. You have a nation of all different types of movements. You have all different types of sounds. When you're jamming and you're listening, what's in your playlist? And when nobody's around, out of Certified Nation, which one of those songs that you just put on, like, yo, this is my jam? I know it's a bunch. When you're in your element, which songs are you jamming to at the house?
Oh, through Certified Nation. Well, you know, City's got this dope song called, You're Welcome. It literally is like 2 songs in one. Literally, all of a sudden it's this surprise, transition. You got that. We have James, which we're actually going to share a lot more of his music on Friday on Iron Throne. He's a very versatile artist. So, he's in my playlist too. Of course, I got to have the Lion Palm Twins, Jerk Chicken and Sauce. That's like a feel good song. I get hungry and in a good mood when I'm listening to that. And of course, Pen Game Classic, he's doing his thing. It's Only Right. Pretty much all of them. Much love to you, Chris from Ireland. See, that's great.
Wow.
People from Ireland watching this. Wow. Salute.
Wow. That's dope right there. Yeah. So yeah, you got a big roster around you.
Damn, yes.
Wow. So tell me your process when you're doing your stories.
Oh, like
who's gonna make the day? How do you pick who makes the cut for the day?
Okay, well, sometimes I'll go into the IG, and that's why I be encouraging these artists. I'm like, one thing you guys got to do, engage the public, make some reels, even if it's a 30-second reel, make the reel. And then what I'll do, I'll actually will share it, do the repost, and then just post it. So sometimes it just depends on who did the most recent reel. Or sometimes I might just have an artist in mind. Maybe I spoke to them, or maybe I was just thinking about them. So I'll go into their YouTube, download their video, and then share it onto the story. So sometimes it's a matter of, we might have just had a conversation, or we might have been sitting up in Clubhouse talking, and I might want to give you some love. So you just you never know who I'm going to think of. Usually I try to do it early in the morning. That way it'll play that whole 24 hours for the whole day. So it's like it's a process. It's not just like, it's not just easy, because you gotta go put the segments in there, and then you do the shout outs, and sometimes I want to add an extra message in there. So it's a process. It's not just no short little thing.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy. I tried to reshare and I messed it all up. So it's definitely not easy to do it. I can tell you that now. To make it be in unison and play the whole time is definitely not easy. I messed up a few times.
I had to get technical.
Right.
I had to get technical with different apps I use, and even like with the TikTok. But I see you've been posting more on your TikTok. You got it down. I've
been learning. See, that's what I'm saying. I be learning. You be dropping the jewels. I take it. I'm gonna apply that later. But that's the thing about it. It's like everybody helping each other. There's no competition. Everybody's working together. That's the most beautiful part about it. So, okay. So now let's do a Scarfo.
Oh, here we go.
Let's take it. Let's do it like that. So, okay, let's take it from the 90s. Give me your top 5 jams, 5 from the 2000s up until now, 2010, 2020.
Now you say jams or artists?
Jams or artists, either one. Your choice.
Okay, so I got to give you 5 from the 90s and then 5 from the 2000s.
Right.
Okay. Oh Lord, you really trying to put me on the spot as well.
I know you got the ear for it, so I'm curious to what would make your playlist cut if you have 5.
Okay. Now now we're basing it on hip hop, R&B, or just whomever.
You can do it both, hip hop and R&B.
R&B there. Okay, I'm just gonna do a mix then. So from the 90s, we gotta have Nas, because he came out in the 90s. Illmatic. That's a no-brainer right there, right? Gotta have the Jodeci, of course. That's a big one there. Dang, who else? Usually I be on the Roots. They started out in the 90s, so gotta give love to the Roots or whatever as well. Got to give love to, love to Jay-Z. He came out in the 90s, was doing this thing as well. Much love to Tupac, Tupac and Biggie as well. So that's 6, starting out from the 90s.
Right.
So now we got to go into the daggone 2000s.
2000s. Cash Money taking over for the 99 to the 2000s.
Oh Lord, that's man. Well, yeah, we did have Cash Money, didn't we? Well, I'm gonna drop a name, Anne Marie, because
right.
Because when I know one of the videos kind of has a little, remix to there.
We're gonna jump into that in a minute, right?
There as well. Let's see. I gotta think of more in the 2000s, man. You done got me all up here on the spot here.
Wow.
Man. First time Sam ever been put on the spot. Now come on.
You good. Yo, I was just messing with you, yo, because I know it's so much.
So many. Right. Yeah. It is so many.
Right. But as a doing the reviews and stuff like that, being in the movement, that's kind of how you email. I did that to say that's kind of pretty much like how the emails come in, because it's like, so many talented artists that's around you. It's like, how can I pick 5 when there's 20 songs that's bangers? Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Right. So that's just to show them. I'm doing it in a joking way, but that's to show them that's how the talent comes in.
Yes.
So you said you brought up the no guarantees. So let's talk about that and what that song was made of. That's Hash. But let's talk about the meaning behind the song and why that song means a lot to you.
Well, like I said, that's homie from childhood. We go, way back. I see you there, Hash. Much love to you. And he's right. The song, like it says, tomorrow ain't no guarantees. He's talking about things, that he has dealt with in life, but the video is clean. He's come out from it, but this has always been a real brother. He is. Everything that he says is real. It's 100%, straight talk, no chaser, and that Anne Marie beat too. My God, that sample just made an incredible song. I just wish it was longer. I need another extra minute of the song, which everybody says that.
Yeah.
But It's so dope. But yeah, Hash did that. I mean, Hash got bars, literally. Hash got bars.
Literally. I agree. Definitely, yo. And like that song, like you said, it could use another minute or even another hook, or another verse in the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like you jam and you don't want it to stop. It's one of them songs that you're gonna listen to at least twice.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
I mean back to back. When I say twice, I mean like you're not just gonna let it play once, you're gonna take it back. And I noticed even with a lot of city stuff, here, kill you, then boom, you take it back to the beginning because like, yo, I just want more.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So,
you gotta
maybe it's a marketing thing they're doing that we don't know about. Like, yo, we give them enough to make them come back, because I noticed that I find myself running the song back again.
Yeah, you got to run that back. But yes, now that just means you're just gonna want to tap in when the albums are coming out. That's all that is,
right. Right. I'm definitely looking forward. He doesn't have an album coming out as well.
Oh yeah, he's working on. Yeah, he's getting an album coming out. And matter of fact, they're also going to do another YOTG too. With him and Show or whatever he want his name to be. He keeps changing his name, Radio Naeem and all of that. So
right. Wow.
So they have that coming out. So yeah, he's got some projects in the works too. And him and J Miz just did a song as well. So I'm fresher than you. Yep. So yeah, he's on it. Look at him, his streams and everything. Yeah, right. Hash just feeling good. Hash got bars. Damn it. Hash, I love you, man. That's my dog there.
Yeah, that's the fact right there, yo. So, we're talking about Tomorrow's Not Guaranteed.
Mansa Mustafa. Thank you, Hash. That's his solo coming out too.
Yo, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. So we're talking about Tomorrow's Not Guaranteed. He's in the comments. Yo, you want to throw to it? Is it cool? Tell us if it's cool. We can jump into it. Hash, let us know. We can jump into the joint.
Salute. Well, he said salute with a love. Of course he's going to let us jump into the joint.
All right, so I'm going to have you intro it, and then we're going to jump right into it then. Tomorrow's Not Guaranteed.
All right, everybody. So we have, my boy from way back, Hash got bars, Hashim Mustafa here on Facebook. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Play that. It's just dope. You will love it.
Let's get it.
Yeah. You ain't got no idea what a nigga been through. Shit I done seen, shit I done done. Fell in love with these streets at an early age. Look, married to the streets, we like J and B. True. Came up from the bottom, found a way to eat. Now we gon' get this money 7 days a week. We may not see tomorrow, ain't no guarantee. Used to push a lack, pistol on my lap. Yeah. Wolf is in the back, riding with the pack. Yeah. I'm not that type of nigga, please don't get attached. Fuck a bitch, I fell in love with how the money stacked. Rest in peace, I got a couple niggas in the grave. You're not forgotten, I be thinking about you every day. Names tatted on my arm, faces in the charm. I'm so blessed to be alive, nigga, I'm the one. Love at first sight, what a freakish thrill. Been thugging on my life, hard to keep it real. Couple homies doing life, working on the bills. We hustle in the streets, trying to pay the bills. We're forced to be a man from the shit I seen. Started gang banging age 14. Mama always told me never trust the soul, but I always been loyal, had a heart to go. Real nigga never fold in any circumstance. Put my life on the line for a couple bands. Time after time, up a couple grams. Kept an eye for the cops and the surveillance band. Yeah.
Yeah, the song so fire. I'm over here. I'm talking to myself. Yo, y'all can't even hear me. I'm over here. I had to cut the mic off because I'm over here jamming in the background.
I
yo.
know, man.
So, yo,
Man.
yeah, that's one of my
Woo.
favorite joints. I ain't even gonna lie right there. That's definitely one of my favorite jams.
That is
So,
a banger.
Yo, so tell me, yo, what is it like when you see? You said high school, y'all grew up together, childhood friends.
Yes.
Now you see how far he's come. How does that feel? Because I'm pretty sure you was there in the beginning. So to see him now, how does that feel?
I'm so very proud of him. You know, it's always, you know, support and love. You know, he's definitely come a long way, you know, and he's not only an artist, you know, he's got his clothing line out, Survival 7, which that has a meaning to him. His brother, you know, was, you know, murdered several years ago, which that was hard on all of us. So it's just a lot of, you know, meaning to that. But, you know, that clothing line is taken off. His artistry is taken off. Very intelligent, you know, brother to speak to as well, you know, and just as you know, so down to earth, you know, you guys have had some great conversations together and stuff too. So man, I'm just beyond proud. I love to see it. I love to see it.
Yeah, so I'm definitely excited about it all coming together. Tomorrow ain't guaranteed. So yo, that's my jam. We got him and Classic. There's a couple other people that I'm not familiar with, but I'm pretty sure if they're on the bill with them, they're just as fire. So July 3rd, what can the people expect on that stage?
Oh, you're gonna expect, you know, this is class and red carpet going on. I mean, this is going to be a part of the documentary that we're doing as well. Like I said, we're gonna start it off with the red carpet. I'm interviewing people, you know, we actually gonna have security there. And the amazing thing is at this particular venue, they didn't have any artists perform, let alone a rap artist perform in many years. So it's a big thing that we're doing this year. We got 7 heavyweights, and this was all organic. We all organized this ourselves. There was no middleman, you know. So yeah, 7 heavyweights, like Hash says, you know, like I said, Hash, we got Pen Game, you know, we got Show, we got Case Bookie, you know, we got Jay Biz, you know, we got Drew Yates, you know, it's called the American Way, you know, and it's just great. You know, you're going to have them on the stage. We're just doing it. And it's kind of like we're coming full circle. It's like we're bringing it to the hometown, but we're also going to have this, like I said, televised. We definitely are showing this united front for sure. And I am humbled to even be a part of it and to, you know, be surrounded by these kings. You know, that's 7 kings that I get to actually, you know, work with, tap into. It's a very, you know, organized, clean event. So, you know, everybody show up and show out. You know, I don't even care if you got to be outside the building. Show up and show out.
Show up and show out. Yo, it's definitely going to be a lot of talent in the building, a lot of good brothers, a lot of good energy. And y'all are close. So it's like, yo, how close for the people that they look and they see the likes in the Facebook? How close is the family? How close are y'all?
Oh, we're just like, you know, just like blood. We might not be blood related, but we would do, you know, anything for each other, you know, get the shirt off of each other's back. You know, if somebody's having a bad day, we always try to tap in and reach out to, you know, to that person. And we always want to make sure that, you know, that we're uplifting each other as well. So, we, you know, we have frequent conversations. You know, it was kind of like we reunited. And once we reunited, it's like, I mean, we'll get to the point. We'll organize rooms in Clubhouse just to talk. You know, we'll set up private rooms just so we can have conference calls just to talk and be like, okay, how you doing today? You know, how's your week been? So we definitely stay you know, in close contact, especially now. I mean, we're planning this show, so it's amazing. You need to come down. Shoot, get your ticket and come down. Get your fly out.
Yo, I'm gonna try to make it happen. July 3rd, I got enough time to get a sitter, so I'm gonna try and make sure everything, hopefully COVID is straight.
You know, hey, we can work that red carpet together. You know
that'd be a dope thing, yo. Definitely, yo. And I'm excited about the show, The American Way. Yo, all my brothers on the stage. So, yo, let me talk about the independent artist movement. when you say the independent artist movement, what does that mean? And what was your goal when you had your epiphany? What was your goal for the independent artist movement?
Okay, well, it meant to, to support independent artists. Most independent artists I know are, juggling working full-time jobs. They're juggling taking care of their families, and, they're putting all their money into this. They don't have a label paying for their stuff. So, when they're doing the mixing, the mastering, to get the merchandise going and everything, that's all them,
Right.
And it's not cheap. It's not hard, and then when it came to the point with this pandemic that they couldn't do any shows, well, that's taking money away, from them as well. So the independent artist movement is to get these artists out there, get their shine, their much deserved shine, get their music out there. That's what it's all about. And us supporting one another. OG Tech has been doing this for years,
right.
But he's been doing it for many years. And, I don't think a lot of people had tapped in as much, but now that we're all are coming together, people are tapping in. I mean, even his page that he has going on now many people are getting on with it. So it's just getting the artists out there, getting that support, and like I said, weeding out the middleman, because my thing is, you don't need to be, and getting rid of the shady deals. There's a lot of shadiness in the industry, a lot of shady record deals going on. You got shady management. I mean, I can go on and on. It's just a lot of shade. So we're just trying to alleviate the shade in the industry too, and just make it more of a positive and just get everybody out there. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're pushing.
Yeah, and it's working. It's definitely working. So let me ask you a question, because you come into contact with a lot of artists. What's like one major thing that all artists have in common, like the independent artists, is that they're lacking, that they need help the most in?
Oh, just getting them, more of their music out there for more people to listen to, I should say,
Right.
more sales, if anything, because, a stream is great, but as as an artist, streams, you're not really getting much money off some streams, let's, we'll keep it 100. We know
Right.
you. So
Right.
just promoting more of them, their sales, promoting them more as an artist, just, making them feel better about themselves. Because I know a few personally that are kind of going through,
Right.
through some things and some struggles. So if they know that people have their back, it's getting them, pushing them more to, even tap more into their creativity. Because I'll be telling all of them, I said, do not stop what you're doing. Keep pushing.
You can't.
You got to keep
stop.
pushing. I was telling them, exactly. That's what he said. Yeah, they barely get nothing from a stream. So it's like trying to up the sales and the merchandise. That's another thing. I'm a big thing on being a brand ambassador. So, like I said, these artists, that's how they make their loot too, man. You got to support the merch, like even if you're just buying one shirt a month or something, just support that merchandise. A lot of them will try to, bring that merchandise to the shows, get it on their website, just support, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it's support, and that support is so much, it's so important, because people think support is just, let me get it for free. I'm gonna get in the show for free. Support is I'm gonna pay to get in. Support, because it's like you said, it costs a lot. People from the outside looking in, they don't know what it takes, the process. So for artists that's coming in, I know Certified Nation, they do a whole lot from, consultation and building the artists. So say like if I'm trying to get in to the company, not into the company, to the game, I'm trying to get my brand together. What are some things that an artist that may be watching he don't know what to do? What are some of the first steps you would suggest him to do?
Okay, well, what, as far as working with Certified Nation or just in general?
Right, even with the services that they provide, whether it's branding or artist consultation, stuff like that.
Got you. So, usually it'll start out, our CEO, City to Great, because he's an artist. He's been in the game for a long time. He'll give you kind of a consultation, find out what you need. And then they go from there as, okay, do you need something mixed and mastered? Do you want some marketing done? Do you want some publicist work done? And, all of it is based on the artist's budget as well. It's not about breaking an artist, because as you know, some of these big companies and stuff, they're all about breaking the artist, doing this, crazy advance money and all of that. So also encourage artists to engage. I had one artist who had reached out to me and he messaged me and he said, I just need to be put more out there. So I went to his page and I said, you don't have much engagement going on. You don't have any videos or anything. I'm like, start posting some reels and stuff, just so people can kind of get to know you, talk to the people. So he started doing that and he was like, yo, Sam, more people are tapping in. I was like, yeah, you just got to have that confidence and engage, just keep on doing what you're doing, definitely like he was saying, like I was saying, create more content, you can build your circle. And another thing I encourage, try to get with like-minded people, positive people. If you got any people who are negative in your camp, I'd say you cut them out immediately, because if anybody's negative, how are they going to help you? So you just got to try to, just tap into, positive people.
Right. And that's the thing, because y'all a big movement. And then, like you said, you have so much talent up there. That's the thing that most artists need.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them don't have the support. A lot of them don't know what to do. A lot of them, they need these services, but they don't know what the services are. So the thing that's powerful about what y'all are doing is like, yo, y'all not taking away from the artists. Y'all actually adding and building the artists up. And a lot of times I find from artists is they don't want to ask for help.
Yeah.
We need help. So it's like, and then you have people that's in higher positions, like even some of the legends that you were saying, their whole mission, they're trying to help.
Yeah.
So you don't get that. That's priceless, because at the position they're in, a lot of people don't turn around to, help somebody up. That's the powerful thing about Certified Nation. That's the powerful thing about some of the people that come through your podcast and supporting the movement, is because they've already been where we're trying to go.
Exactly.
And not only are they trying to help you, they're willing to show you the way.
Yes, exactly.
You can't find that. You can't find that on a regular basis. So being around all this good energy and all this good knowledge, how does that feel? From going from, writing the reviews, just a fan of music, to now being such an intricate part of the process.
It feels wonderful. It feels, like I said, beyond humbling, and some people say I'm too modest, I'm like, I'm just being me, but it's an amazing, it's a wonderful feeling, because I'm definitely on my grind. I work hard, I don't, like I said, I don't sleep, and I'm doing this all for, the love of these artists, wanting to support them, get them all out there, and that's why even with this podcast is just another way to, to get them out there, keep people watching, and I make sure it streams also on the YouTube. I put it on the IG as well. So, I reach out, be like, come on to the show. I'm not some Wendy Williams type. We don't do the gossiping or anything like that. You just, spit and talk about what you want to talk about. We'll just have a really dope conversation.
And that's the thing.
Yeah, it get people to know you, because that's another thing, you can't just be in the shadows. You got to let people get to know you a little bit. I'm not saying you got to divulge all of your business, but
right.
When you engage with the people, it really does wonders. It really does.
It does.
And, we're legitimate. I'm genuine. I'm honest with mine. My thing is, I want to make sure that you're comfortable. Everything's good. You do the same like me. Before we even go live, we making sure everything is on point, so just keep pushing, we got you. I said, I know, I'm just one lady, but I have people that, support me too. So we're just going to keep on rocking it out.
Yeah,
I mean, man, look at these comments, man, still going. That's so dope.
Yeah, they still connected. They still connected in there. Yo,
look, we get to the point how we got people from Tech Show come on my show, or on the reverse and stuff too, and on your show. It's just, we just try to keep linking each other up. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and for the artists is a benefit, because it creates content. So now, where you might have one interview, now you have 3 interviews. So it's like, it just adds on to what you're already doing. It's just getting people out there that may not see you on a normal to now get exposure to your music.
That's right. Even like I said, Tone Capone and DJ Spaceship in Tampa Bay, they've been doing this, man. And so I've been, blessed to, link up with their artists. They're interviewing them. I'm bringing them on the show. Heck yeah, Hash, we're doing this this movement.
Right.
So we are really meeting full circle. Like it's just every day. It's like dots connecting every day. It's like an intricate, like spider web kind of effect going on.
Yeah, that's dope right there. So, not only do you do this, let's talk about the radio show.
Oh yes, so on Sundays, that's another thing I do. How could I forget that? So on Sundays, from 12 to 2 Pacific time, I'm actually on KJAG radio with Jiggy Jaguar. He's based out of Hutchinson, Kansas, but the radio show it streams on several cities, states, and things like that. And so he actually interviewed me back in November and was like, Sam, do you want to co-host the Jiggy Jaguar show for 2 hours on Sundays? I said, sure, why not? That's just another way to spread this movement, and it's given me a little bit more, experience in interviewing various types of entertainment. And I mean, various types of entertainment. Wow. And, and then there are times when I get to bring more independent artists that I know onto the show as well. So me and Hash were just on the show on Sunday promoting the show in Kansas. Wow. So, so I do that as well. I tell you, I'm constantly doing something, even if I'm in the clubhouse. I still consider it doing something because I'm just tapping in with more people and more artists, just building the movement and getting, whatever talents they got exposed out there. We, King Conscious and he's also a writer. So we actually met a publisher on Clubhouse who's going to help him get his book published finally after all these years.
Wow.
So you just never know what connections you can make.
Wow. So let me ask you, for people that's in the industry, that's trying to network, what are some tips that you would suggest, and what are some mistakes that most people make trying to network?
Okay, well, like I said, engage. I promote Clubhouse. That's a free networking marketing tool. Like, don't be afraid to speak. Don't be afraid to put your music out there. Unfortunately, right now it's only for Apple users, but I think they're going to open it for Android users as well. Another thing is, like I said, just engage more or reach out, to people like me. We'll definitely, help you in any way that we can, for sure. Some mistakes people make in the industry is just, sometimes they're signing these contracts a little too quick without reading the fine print. So always have yourself a good lawyer or somebody who's really good at, reading these contracts, man, because some of these contracts, man, are not the greatest in the world, so definitely read that. Keep a close eye on your team if you can, just to make sure you're with the right, people. So that's definitely some things I can definitely, recommend.
Right. Yeah, that's powerful right there. Yo. That's real tips that people, if they listening, can change their game. So, all right, let's talk about some of the reviews. When I say reviews, that's what people tell you after meeting you. Okay, now they see what you're doing. Now they see, yo, this is working. Samantha's, this is working. What are some of the replies you get from the artists after? So somebody may be on this. Right. They may be saying, okay, what can she do? So now just tell them some of the replies you get from some of the artists that have worked with you.
So far, the replies have been amazing, because I still get those nervous butterflies, because what I'll do, I actually will send the review directly to the artist or manager before it's even put out there publicly, just to make sure, they like it too and read it. Because that's another thing I want to say. If I don't like the music, I'm not going to write a review, because I feel like, why would I fake a review? I don't want to fake. I don't want to be a yes man, or in this case, a yes woman. And also it's like, I would never want to write an awful review on somebody, because that defeats the purpose of supporting somebody. So it definitely has to be something that, I do like, so I can really tap in. And so far, it's been nothing but great responses. People have been like, wow, like you really interpreted the music just how I wanted it to be interpreted, or even me, like you really tapped in.
Right.
And, I'll post it on the Certified Nation website, and share a link with the artist. So that way it's, another site getting out there. And apparently now, if you just type me in Google, some of the reviews are popping up on Google as well, too. So, right. Hey, I got you getting you guys on the internet now, right. which I love it. I enjoy it. I said, hey, if I gotta be the face, or if I need to go out there just to do it for you, I'll do it.
Wow. And that's the thing, is creating content for the artists. So with the reviews, so now they're getting noticed. Now you're getting the SEO. Now your name is popping up from the reviews. So that's one positive. Okay, so now we talked about the stories, how the artists, how they're feeling. Okay, so now when artists start connecting, what are some of the responses that they have from the movement?
That they like how they respond to the movement. Is that what you're saying?
Like after they connect, like, yo, how many people, kind of like with me and OG Tech, kind of. I was like, we met. We said, yo, through Samantha, yo, now we come back to you and say, yo, I met such and such, yo, this dope. The excitedness they have. What are some of those conversations to you? You don't have to say their names.
No. Yeah, that's fine. I'm getting that a lot lately, even on Radio Clubhouse. When I was on there, just tapping into the music, and then Dante Hawkins was like, hey, would love to be on the show. So I put him on the show, and then later on we went in the Clubhouse that night, and he was like, yo, tap into Samantha. I was more than comfortable on that show, which that makes me feel good that somebody was actually just, comfortable and relaxed. So
right.
It's been good. It's been good responses, or like some people, they're kind of listening to each other's music like, wow, that's dope. And they're just really appreciative, which it makes me be like, oh, I'm happy that you appreciate it. I'm here for you. I got you. There's a couple of artists, I've developed, definitely, lifelong friendships with, you being one of them, it's like
right.
We tied for life. So it's great. And I just can't wait till this pandemic like kind of is over, so we can all be linking up in person and stuff too. It's amazing where a lot of us haven't even been around each other in person yet, or either for a while, but it's all just been organic connections.
Right. And it's like family now. So it's like, and you feel like you've known each other your whole lives. So now you got artists that may have never crossed paths before. So now you have all types of styles, all type of genres. Okay, let's just play. We're in the mind of Samantha, right?
Oh shoot.
Okay, we're in your mind. And this is gonna be good, even for the people in the inboxes and stuff like that. They're gonna like this one. What are some collabs that you would like to see happen? Give me 7 of your collabs from the movement that you would like to see happen.
Oh, yes. So I would love to see Joshua Cruz tapping in with the Pen Game Classic. Right. That would be kind of good to get, a male artist singing, because usually he has like the female artist. So I think a male artist would be dope. Let's see. I would like to see King Conscience, doing like a collab. I would say probably again with Hash. I think that would be kind of a dope collab.
Yeah, him and Hash.
Collaboration together, because they're both kind of on that, kind of deep, kind of on that conscious level as well. Let's see. We got, Lady Polizzi. Man, she's just a dope artist. I mean, I could see her doing a collab, with Hash or you. That would be, really dope. Right. Getting you guys in together. Let's see, Lisa Bello. She's a, very dope singer. I can see her and Drew Yates getting on a track together. Let's see here. We got Blue JD. Man, I would like to see, I'm trying to think of someone that he could really tap into, because there's so many people, man. I'm trying to think, maybe him and Reginelli Gambino, because Reginelli is kind of down south as well. So that would be kind of like a dope link. I think OG Tech and Reginelli are going to be doing something together pretty soon too. So that's
gonna be dope. That's gonna be
it's going
dope.
to be dope as well. What else? Oh, Nevaeh Black. She's a 17-year-old, but she's a phenomenal singer. So I can
Right.
see her really collabing with any of you guys. If you guys like need a female singer on the track, she's really dope as well. I think I
Right.
hit 7. I think I hit 7.
No, I think you hit.
Oh wait, no, Lion Palm Twins too, and
Right.
King Conscience, because they're
That's
both
what I
on
was
that
gonna say.
reggae tip.
Yeah, that's what
Yep,
I
they're
was
both on
gonna
that reggae tip. Yep, lucky
Yeah.
number 7 there.
Yeah, I was thinking that when you said him earlier, I was like King and Lion Palm would definitely go get together.
Yeah.
Yo, that would be
Yes.
dope. I think City and Hash would be dope too.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's some things already in the works of on that.
I'm gonna tell my late. Yeah, no, I'm gonna tell my late. All right, yo.
No, you good.
Yo, so can you imagine things open up and now y'all touring, y'all doing shows. We know we got the American way, but now you bring everybody out.
Man, we would need, that would be a huge tour. We bring everybody out, man. It's so many of them. It's like we'd be sitting here for hours if I was naming everybody.
Right.
That's how many artists that I've actually connected with. Like even on the show, we'll never run out of artists. And that's not even bragging. That's just saying,
That's how big.
That's how big it is. And it's because I want to see these people out there. So
Right.
it's so many. So we just gonna keep going. Look, Hash already dropping them. I know that's right. I know that's right. He already on it. I mean, I can see the American Way tour. I can see the Certified Nation Entertainment tour. Yeah, I'm speaking that into existence. They ain't even said nothing about a tour, but I'm gonna speak it.
Wow.
And I can see all these other artists coming together on a tour. It's kind of funny because a few months back when I was on OG Tech show, I was saying one of my dreams was to see some artists coming together for a show. And look, here we go. We got the July 3rd.
The American Way, yo.
We got July 3rd.
It's power in the works. It's power in the works. So I'm gonna help. I say Certified Nation on the international tour.
Yes. That would be
What places would y'all hit? What place if you could pick the places, where would y'all go? Certified Nation International.
International now. So you talking about if we were to hit overseas?
Hit overseas. What 4 spots? If you could hit 4 spots, where would y'all hit?
Okay, well, we definitely gonna hit up Canada. That's a must right there because so many close connections there. We got to hit up the UK, because the UK, they're some of the biggest hip hop supporters. You know what I'm saying? Right. Africa, shoot, I want to go to the motherland too. I would love that. Yeah, and even like Japan. Why not? Because they're actually, they support some hip hop too. There's this one woman from Japan who's in Radio Clubhouse. She doesn't really speak much English. She doesn't know much of the language, but the music she's attracted to. So she's faithfully on there, supporting the artist, clapping away. So music is universal. It really is.
Wow. 7-3.
Yeah, July 3rd. Yeah, Hash is ready. Yep, Africa. Classic actually took a trip to Africa right before this pandemic really hit. He speaks about it, in his album. Right. Even on the Timing song. And so when he came back from Africa, he had seen all this madness with the pandemic, was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's real right there. To come from that, then everything that we know is different. That's crazy, yo. So the pandemic has hurt some people, but then on the other hand, it's helped a lot of people because a lot of good has came out of the pandemic as well. He said Germany.
Yep, Germany too.
Amsterdam.
Yep, that would be great. I would like to visit, I'm part German too, so I would love to visit Germany, as well. So
that would be dope, yo. So I'm speaking that, yo. Y'all might do the national one first, but international. That would be dope. And I love to just be a fly on the wall, just to soak it up and see.
Oh, well, we need to get you in too. So you be humble as me. You be eating that humble pie just like I do, man. You're really dope. Because when we first met, I was sharing your stuff too. I was like, yo, shout out to you and Teen Collective, man. Y'all be doing your thing. you know, you guys are definitely a big part of this movement too.
Yo, it's like everybody working together is one movement, yo. And it's like the thing is like I'm not ashamed to admit I'm a fan of a lot of their music. It's like, yo, so even if I never known them, I would have probably never heard their music. But the fact that I heard their music is like, yo, I'd rather listen to that than some of the artists that's out. Like, yo, I'd rather listen to this. And I'm gonna tell y'all on the low, nobody knows. But when I'm off the air, I got like playlists and I be watching the videos and I be in here jamming. And I'm like, yo, this is dope. And it's like most of the people from indie artists is from the movement. And it's like, and I just be sitting here like, yo, like I could see this on BET. I could see this on The Basement. It's unfortunate that they don't have this stuff no more.
No, well, they don't, but that's why we're gonna, you know, do that. Like we already got talks on, you know, just kind of upgrading the activated podcast a little bit to get more into that kind of vibe and just whatever we can to expand it. But yeah, I know I'd shared some artists with you and you were tapping into them as well. So I was, you know, I had to shout out Josh Cruz again. I said, Josh, I said, people are tapping into you. I said, you got a lot of heavy hip hop heads that are digging your music, man. Like you gotta, man.
All right, now I'm gonna tell you about Josh Cruz. When you sent me Josh Cruz, you said check it out. I'm thinking, all right, yo, he's a singer. I didn't know what to expect. Now I'm gonna tell you what I didn't know what to expect. So I went in blind. You should have prepared me for Josh Cruz. Because I went in blind. The next thing I know, I got took on a ride. And I believe probably for like 3 days straight, anybody that I seen that listened to R&B, yo, check out this Joshua Cruz. Check out Joshua Cruz. I'm talking about I'm waking up to Joshua Cruz. I'm going to sleep to Joshua Cruz. Yo, tell me how you met him. Tell the people, because we got one of his videos queued up too. So I don't want them to go in blind. So I want to prepare them for Josh Cruz. Josh Cruz is something different. He's big. He's something big, but it's different. It's like a world sound. And it's like passionate soul in his lyrics and it's honest music. But I would say right about now, I would put Josh Cruz in my top 10 R&B.
Woo! Yes.
I would put Josh Cruz in my top 10 R&B. I'm saying it live on air.
Wow.
I'm being real. I'm being real. And the people, I'm pretty sure they'll see why I say that when we play the video. But tell the people how you met Josh Cruz. What is the sound on his music? And what can people expect from Josh Cruz?
Okay, so I actually first met him in November. He was being interviewed by Tom Capone and DJ Spaceship on Waves of the Bay in Florida. It was just a phone interview, and I was listening in because I always thank you, Hash, a big fan. I just always kind of tune into their show every Saturday. So I'm sitting there, I'm listening to him talk and everything, and then they start playing this song, End of the World, and I was like, oh my God. Wow. Like, wow. And then DJ Spaceship went ahead and sent me like the whole song and the link to the Apple. And I was like, oh my God. So here I go. I'm like, this dude probably not going to respond, but I'm just going to go ahead, send him a message, give him props. So the next day I sent Josh Cruz a message on Facebook like, hey, really love that song. I'm tapping into your music. You're a dope artist. Don't you know this man that responded back within like 5 minutes and was like, thank you so much. And then we just started getting into conversation, got to the point of talking more and more, exchanging numbers, just talking more and more. Him sending me some music, me vibing out to that, just getting to really know him as a person. And man, he is dope, man. He does pop, he does R&B. He actually does some hip hop. He does have some hip hop that's going to be coming out this year or two, and he did like kind of a little rap on the EP, but he's going to be doing more than that. He actually grew up influenced by hip hop, R&B, all types of music. So he really puts feeling into his music. He really lets his vulnerability show. I mean, he was doing big things. He came from Tampa, Florida originally. He's performed live on stage. He's been on the news shows and everything there, but then he wanted to expand his brand. So now he's in Cali, still doing things there. So everybody really needs to tap into Josh Cruz. I mean, he never disappoints with the production, with his vocals, even his videos. So I'm just excited, and I'm happy to know him as a person and just to continue to support his work.
Yo, that's dope right there. So, yo, you can go ahead and throw into the video. I'm going to cue it up. You can go ahead and throw it to the video.
So we have Finding Our Peace off the latest EP, Never a Loss, Always a Lesson. Just a very beautiful song. It's very uplifting. It's very peaceful. And, I just love the video. It's just a very freeing video. He's outside. He's in the desert. I love it. I just love this song.
Dope. So without any further ado, this is Joshua Cruz, Finding Our Peace.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the edge, ready to dive in with you. Now I've got nothing left, gave all I could give to you. Did I lose my way? When you're moving fast, nothing seems to last. Should I leave or stay? There's no going back either way. And I'm letting go of everything that's out of my control. And I'm moving on, breaking through the night into the dawn. And I hope you find your peace, everything you need. And if you think of me, I pray for beautiful memories. I'm taking it all in, the sunrise on my skin. Oh, there's freedom in the wind. She whispers to me, will we find our way? We may never know, but we have to grow either way. Never lose my faith again. And I'm letting go of everything that's out of my control. And I'm moving on, breaking through the night into the dawn. And I hope you find your peace, everything you need. And if you think of me, I pray for beautiful memories. And I'm letting go this beautiful memory.
That was finding your peace. Yeah,
Mm.
that song right there is powerful, yo. Every time I hear that song, it takes me a little further in.
And let me tell you, I got to give a shout out to DeBron King's wife, Dora Hudson, who also did the background vocals. So if you hear the female singing, that's her on there as well. So I've been sharing some of her stuff. I said, girl, you need to come up with an album. Stop playing with me.
Right,
You know.
right. Wow, yo. So that's dope right there. So let me ask you. Now you do all these things. You do a lot. You're involved in hip hop. You're involved in R&B, but you're not an artist.
Nope.
When did you first find your niche in music? Like, when did you know this is something that this is my passion? This is something like what age? You could have been 6, 7. When did you realize like music was my connection? Music was my passion.
Oh, ever since I was a very little girl, music has always been a big thing. Played in my house. Like I said, a lot of times I was alone a lot because I didn't grow up with any siblings, so music was always my go-to. And then as I got older, I just found more of my niche of writing about it. So it's just expanded, from there. Like I said, I love it. Like I said, it saved me. It got me out of, like a lot of crazy situations, sad times, it's just uplifting.
Right there. So you do a lot of writing. You've been through a lot. Have you ever thought about writing a book about your story?
Actually, yeah, I have thought about that. People have told me I should, write a book. So that's definitely something that I've thought about. I probably would even call it Her Story Told. Might as well just expand on it, keep the same name. So yeah, I would definitely, think that that's a possibility.
You never know, yo. That would definitely be a dope story. So you've seen a lot. You accomplished a lot. For the people that may be tuning in late, just give them a refresh. What are the things that you do for the people that might be just tuning in? Let them know. I hate to forget.
Oh, no, you're fine. So I'm a chief brand officer with Certified Nation Entertainment. I'm a publicist. I'm a writer. So I write artist bios. I write artist reviews. I'm also a podcast show host. I'm a radio show co-host, and I'm a brand ambassador, and I'm also a content creator. I was just recently told by King Conscious I should add that because I actually have lately been making all the flyers, for our shows and stuff. Wow. So yeah, so I've been doing so that's several things right there that I'm doing. Right. And I'm a manager, doing artist management too. So that's wow. It's a lot. It's way more than I expected. I'll tell you that.
That's a good thing, though. It's a good type of overwhelming feeling. You're doing artist management, you're doing write-ups, you're doing development, publicist work, and stuff like that. So for somebody that wanted to reach out, they say, yo, I feel like I'm talented, but I need a little help. And they wanted to contact you. What's the best way for them to reach you? And what's the process of them getting you to work with them?
Okay. For it's like if they're really trying to do something, business inquiries, I do have it here on the Facebook, CNES services at certifiednationentertainment.com. They can also tap in with me at Samantha_LEAV on Instagram. You've got me here on Facebook as Samantha Leavell. So that's really 3 good avenues where you can reach out to me, share your music. I'd love to hear it. Now I might not be able to listen to it right that minute because I do get a lot of messages, but I haven't forgot about anybody. I'm on top of it as best as I can be.
Right. So what's the process? What do you look for in a song? What grabs you out of the song the most?
Lyrics. I'm heavy into lyrics, Of course, we all love good beats or whatever, but I'm really I like to tap into what the person is saying, what the meaning is behind the song. So that's a big thing for me, lyrics.
Lyrics still matter. Okay, so let me ask you, what part of the process do you enjoy the most?
The whole process. I mean,
Uh,
there's really like, not one that's better than the other, to be honest, because they all end up tying in together. I just absolutely love what I do. It's an exciting feeling to actually wake up each day like, okay, what am I going to do today involving this? It just, or it's just a good feeling that, I'm just talking to someone and they're asking me for advice and I'm humbled, like, wow, okay, you want advice from me? That's a
right.
humbling feeling. And then just the new music that's coming out, from independent artists. I have to stress independent artists for
Right.
sure, what new things they have coming out. I've had people tell me, oh, well, you should do a write up on Busta Rhymes' new album. Much respect to Busta Rhymes, but he don't need my help. He don't need my support. He got millions of people. So to me, it's all about, the independent artists who are heavy on their grind. That's who I support the most.
That makes sense right there. And they're the ones that need the help the most. So
Mhm.
what's your ultimate vision for the underground life? If you had the perfect world, you could control it. What would you like to see happen with the indie industry?
Indie industry takeover, straight up, weed out, and people gonna be mad at me. Weed out some of these record companies, the shady ones. There are some good ones still left, so I'm not
Right.
saying everybody, but I definitely would like it to be where independent artists are able to be just that independent, able to stay creative and true to themselves, because that's the best music that comes out. Not somebody telling them, what to do and things like that. So that's definitely my dream, and just for them to be successful, get more, heard, and just get all the success that they can get. I'm with it. I love to see it. I
Right.
love to see it.
And that's a beautiful thing because you're so sincere and you're so honest and you believe in the artists. And a lot of artists, they don't have that support. So we
Mhm.
definitely, as the indie artists, we definitely appreciate what you do, because not only do you do two or three things, you do a lot, because like you not only help people with services, you not only get us exposure, you also bring up people's names around important people.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
So the things, even when they're not seeing it, you're always working. One
Oh
thing about
yes.
you're always working. One thing that people may have is, you're always working. And the thing is,
Mhm.
you really have a heart for it, and you're trying to help. You're trying to help people.
Mhm.
The
Yes.
epiphany came to you. It's manifesting. It's been, you said,
Mhm.
since November.
Since, well, October first came, yeah, the epiphany, yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
So in that matter of time, what I know you can't even expect. It wouldn't even be a fair question to ask. Where do you see the epiphany going in the next year and then the next 5 years?
Next year, next 5 years. Well, wow. Expecting that these artists, these independent artists, to be chart toppers, but chart toppers in their own creativity, not because somebody, made them switch up their style.
Right.
Um, Having to let the Let's Get Activated podcast be like a network for, independent artists. I mean, I'm thinking big. I mean, let's get onto the television
Right.
stations, the write-ups. I had always wanted to have like my own magazine. So I would love to have that, where it's, about reviews on the artists and things like that. A magazine that's different from, other magazines, just kind of
Right.
bringing all the independent artists out there, and then I'm loving to see that there's some legends who are tapping into them as well. So that's much appreciated, so I love to see the successes. If anybody tells me any type of success story, I'm with it.
Right.
I'm with it.
Well, that's a powerful thing, And like I said, you do a lot. You got a lot of knowledge. Any advice for any indie artists out there that you would give them?
Just keep pushing. Don't give up. There might be somebody who might tell you, oh no, you can't do this, you can't do that. Just don't give up. Keep pushing and just get with like-minded people. Get with like-minded, positive people. Like, another part of this movement is just weeding all the negativity out. I mean, life is too short. None of us have time to be dealing with, the negative Nellies and things like that. It's all about positivity and just uplifting one another. That's a big thing that I'm on as well. Like, we got to keep each other uplifted and just stay positive, because it's hard out there.
Right.
So more of us coming together and supporting each other, man, like, we can really take this world by storm.
And that's very powerful right there, yo. We appreciate you coming through today, yo. Anything that we may have forgotten that we might need to mention?
Oh, just continue to tap in. You know, it's gonna be, it's gonna be great. I mean, like I said, we have Cool Rock Ski coming in on Thursday. He'll talk about the support of the movement. You know, we have some great artists and people coming in, you know, next month on the Let's Get Activated podcast. So just keep tapping in. We're gonna keep doing that. You know, watch out for the things that Certified Nation does, and watch out for this independent artist movement, because it's only going to keep growing. You know, my foot is on the gas, so
right.
I'm not stopping. You know, this 5'9", 125-pound woman is not stopping. I'm heavy on this grind for y'all.
I feel you on that, yo. We definitely appreciate everything you do. You got any last words or any shout outs you want to give?
My last word is do what you love. I encourage you all, continue to do what you love. Life is short. Keep pushing. You know, shout outs, man. Certified Nation Entertainment, you know, shout out to you, Sion. Shout out to Hash. Shout out to OG Tech, the Don. Shout out to, you know, Tone Capone, DJ Spaceship, Josh Cruz, Trey Martin, you know, right. Nick Keeney, Willie Flea. I mean, I can keep going on and on. Dante Hawkins, you know, big shout out to Radio Clubhouse, because you're really supporting these artists too. And anybody that I did not name, you know, I love you and got mad love for all of y'all, man.
Yeah, that's a fact right there, yo. We appreciate you coming through, Samantha Leavell. We got one more last video that you picked. You know, we're going to let you throw to that. But, yo, we definitely appreciate you coming through on the Proof. Samantha Leavell, big salute, big respect on your name. Because you do a lot for not just, you know what I'm saying, like I said, not just for me, but for a lot of artists at Certified Nation. They're all embraced the movement. And it's like one thing I can say about all of them, they're all genuine. They're all real. And they all have a heart. Like, if you're trying to do something and it's positive, let's do it.
Yeah.
And you don't find that in this industry. And I have major respect, because like anyone that you've introduced me to, I'll say this. Everybody that you introduced me to, they have like a welcoming vibe, and they're about the business.
Yes.
So they say, yo, we're gonna do this. They do it. It's like we talked about on other shows, even down to, yo, we're gonna do a collab. Collabs get done. And it's like, yo, you don't find that type of support. I've been in the business for a while. You don't find genuine people that just do it for the love.
No.
And some people may say, yo, I'm gonna do this, but the whole time it's like, yo, I'm gonna support you, but I'm trying to. You don't have a motive. You don't have a motive. Certified Nation, they don't have a motive. Hash don't have a motive. Pen Game don't have a motive. OG Tech, none of them have a motive. So it's like the energy, when you say organic, it's real. I've been in conversations, I've been in the Clubhouse room, and I've heard real intimate conversations like, yo, this is what's going on. You don't find that in this industry, and I salute y'all in the same way you told the indie artists is watching to keep going. The movement, keep going. To everybody that's watching in the movement, keep going, because people are watching. People that's out there that needs that support, people that needs to be connected to like-minded people, people that need that positive support and energy, they're watching. And you're making a difference in the game. It's like I always tell you, joking, it's like creating Motown. It's like creating the Motown back in the day, but it's like on a bigger scale, because it's like not only are artists is pulling up, it's companies coming out of it, businesses coming out of it, and that's legacy for families. So what y'all doing is y'all changing history for the kids. And I salute y'all. Big respect. I got a lot of love for all of y'all. You know, you're always welcome here. Salute to the whole nation. Salute to the family, yo. And I thank you again. I don't want to get emotional.
No, see, don't have to get emotional crying.
Right. I'm not gonna do it. Yo. I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna keep it cool. Yo, I enjoyed you. Yo,
You
any
too.
last words? And if not, you can throw to the video. Then after that, I'm going to watch The Lord of the Rings later.
Okay, yeah. Oh, no, my precious. Man, I love you, man.
I love you too.
This is all, man. See, this is how it is, people. This is real, organic love, man. Like, we clown, we joke, we about our business. It's all about good vibes. Like, who wouldn't want to be a part of good vibes?
Right.
You know, why like be negative? Well, we got so many positive things that we can be doing. We can be here laughing, joking, having a good time, man. And just, I'm telling you, good energy feeds your soul, it feeds your mind, it feeds your spirit. It keeps you looking young, looking good.
That's
because we're not some spring chickens. I'm gonna add that in the mix. We're not spring chickens. Okay, I'm turning 40 this year. I don't care to say it. On November 5th, I will be 40. So we're not.
I'm not gonna say it, but I'm up there with you. I'm not gonna say it though, but I'm up there with you.
we are, I'm not afraid to say it. So we're not spring chickens, but we're doing it. I think we're at a perfect age, where we tap in with the older and the young. So we're just gonna keep getting it. And so, yeah, this video here, my moment, it's all of our moments. It's the perfect time, and the timing is right. This is the moment for everybody just to tap in, do your thing, and keep pushing, and without further ado, man, Zion, my moment.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
Nothing changed but the name on the text. Came in the game, no chain on my neck. The flow hot, boy, I flame up the set. OG in the game, got the same old connect. And you already know what I rap, from a city where everybody trying to be the best, but I'm hotter than the rest, so I gotta be the best. Untouchable, Elliot Ness. Still consistently in front of the rest, but it's a whole lot of issues that need to be addressed. Cause a lot of dudes spitting ain't living what they rap, but I'm hip-hop music living, breathing in the flesh. And through it all, I ain't never stopped believing in myself. No, I had to keep it pushing. How I'm gonna stop? I got the whole world looking. Yeah, this is my shit. And I ain't nothing to take it. That's right. Let's go, Carolina. This is my moment. And I ain't nothing to take it. Had a couple setbacks, so I took a step back. Had to take a moment to think and just reflect back. Wanna hustle and grind, trying to perfect that. All these years in the game, so they respect that. Yeah, but they be thinking that it's just rap. Best adapt to the time, so you'll get left back. Cause nowadays it's like the game is a death trap. If hip hop died, then I came to resurrect that. Or resurrected, I'm still well connected. I'm so nice, even night, check this. No watch, no chain, no necklace. How I bet it, make it hard to forget it. A lot of dudes talking, but they don't really live it. But I speak it from experience, dog. I really did this. Yeah, in the booth for the streets, I ain't even gotta tell you, cause you know we tryna eat. And this is Carolina. And ain't nothing in the world. Nothing can take it. We gotta unite, y'all. This is and ain't nothing in the world gonna deter, ever stop me. I try to live with normal like the truth is, it's not me. I'd rather be original than die as a copy. The fast life, I can make a movie about last night. Rule number one in this game, get your cash right. No matter what, I'ma shine like a flashlight. Dream chasing like a fiend with a crack pipe. One of the few MCs that really rap tight. So when you see me talk nice, homie, and act right. Hood legend, and I'm Carolina reppin'. Always evolving, cause it's all about progression. Getting better, get more cheddar. I had to take a break so I can get myself together through the trials and tribulations and the smiles and the hating. Now I can't believe that I'm all over the station. Everywhere you go, you know my team, Mike Blazing. And this is